Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your friendly neighborhood and guy. A guy for now. YouTube / Mike on the mic. How's it going, guys? Epic intros aside. Hope you guys are doing good. Trying to get better at, I never really thought I would be like this, but it's kind of fun. Like, if you asked me 10 years ago what I would do on YouTube, I probably would have said, like, edit videos for people or try to make my own games on YouTube, which I still plan on doing, but and maybe like make some skits or something, or like little editing videos with the little bits of jokes or like humor or me doing some wacky stuff. That's probably like the extent of what I thought I would do, but now, like, after I began my channel, or this channel I should say, seriously last year, and I was mostly just gonna talk once in a while and not take the talking part serious and just focus on playing games, trying to get as many games as I like done on the channel. But it's kind of fun because it sort of became a way for me to grow up a little bit. Like, I'm not socializing with people necessarily, but I am getting better at just, like, presenting myself, even when I'm tired, like, trying to come up with an somewhat energetic commentary. It's been more of a challenge and a different journey than I thought it would be, I guess. But, so we're going to have a second little video here doing the last of the Steam Summer Sale hype. There's one more game that's not on this list that I'm probably going to get called, like, Thrill Penguin, I think. It's like a little action platformer where you slide along ceilings and floors as a penguin. Looks pretty fun. So I might get that if the price is right. The price is right, Bob. But we're just going to go through the last batch of new games I just got. Pretty happy with the haul for this year. If there wasn't so many games coming out later this year that I need to get, like that I really want to buy it, even at full price, I would have. It's like I'm really tired right now, but I'm actually talking a little bit more vibrantly than I would have like a year ago, even when I was fully rested. So I just think that's cool that, like, even when I'm, like, tired or, like, out of breath or just not feeling commentary, like, I can still put a better foot forward than I used to be able to, I guess. I also am better at complaining less, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's about all that's improved. But, I mean, I wasn't really going for it, and it just kind of happened, right? It's gonna happen, you know, when you put up 1,000+ videos, stuff starts to change, I guess, and I didn't really notice it halfway through, I'll be honest. I don't know when I got so tired. That's what happens. You got energy, you feel like you're gonna be up for like 10 hours, and then you eat a little bit of food, and all of a sudden you're like drowsy out of it. So after we talk about these games quick, I am gonna rant about some crap that's bothering me a little bit, and then we're gonna play one of the games, which I'll reveal a little bit later. And yeah, that'll be pretty much it for the video. I'll chat about the game for a little bit when I play it, and then I'll take a break and save my energy for some other stuff. I want to put a lot of energy into my Guilty Gear Strive videos coming up soon, so it's kind of what I'm saving up for. You know, if you don't make videos, or you know what I mean, you wouldn't necessarily think that it's as much of an energy zapper as it is, you know what I'm saying? But then again, that's why not everyone makes videos, right? If it were so easy, everyone would do it. And that's why I like it. Because it's harder than the outside person would think. So anyways, touching on the games, we got one of the bigger ones is Eterna Noctis, which is like a really nice looking Metroidvania with those 3D. So, oh, they're less 3D than I thought they were. Okay. The pictures, like these pictures, make it look more realistic than it is, but it's actually more my speed, like cartoon realism graphics. I should have known this because I did. They made a game, another game called Eterna Summon something. I don't remember what it's called. But it's like instead of a Metroidvania, it's an action roguelite version of this game. So I kind of should have known. But actually, these graphics are more my speed, and the backgrounds look pretty crazy. So there, it doesn't have the best reviews, 81%, but it's one of those games where it's like they're charging a pricey. Oh, some Eterna. Okay, you get some of the Eternas. I don't know. This just seemed like one of those games where some people weren't giving it. They're not giving it a 9.5 out of 10 for the most part. But to me, it's like, from what I've seen, it's like, might as well, for 40% off, might as well be a 9.5, you know what I mean? It's like a strong 9.0 game. So that's why I gave that one a shot, even though it didn't have the best of the best reviews. We got Ariad of Spirits. I broke down. I know it's a shorter game, but I just am a sucker for these Zelda-style games, and I was having so much fun with Prodigal so far that I thought I didn't really want to run out of these Zelda-style games, so grabbed that one. I grabbed this one, which is somewhat Zelda-style, shorter. So that game was like $1. Azalea. I don't know how that one's gonna be, but it's got good reviews. It's not very, doesn't have that many sales. Gato Roboto is a little black and white Metroidvania. It looked like it had good mechanics and action back when I watched the video, which was like over a year ago when I watched the trailer. So Gensokyo Night Festival. I don't know much about this game. I really haven't looked closely at the videos of it. And it also doesn't have the best reviews. It's one of those I got, like, because it just looked like a Metroidvania with a different vibe. I don't know. That's pretty much the only reason I can describe why I got it. It really doesn't look like... Oh, look at all these characters. That's pretty cool. It really doesn't look like my usual style of Metroidvania. I don't even know how much of a Metroidvania it is. I think I just wanted to get something that was a little different, and the different art style drew me in with this one. Also, the fact that it's like an action... It's an action... Is it an RPG? I don't know if it has RPG. It's an action Metroidvania, but it's got like an interesting name too. All set in a festival, I guess. Just a different one. Wanted to get something kind of weird. I went for with this last little group of games I got. I was trying to go for stuff that was high value and good variety, I guess. That's what I was shooting for. I think we're doing pretty good. And Haiku the Robot, this is like the big one. The one that I'm the most sure I'm going to have a lot of fun with. It's got really good, strong reviews. The look of the game is really cool. I'm not the biggest fan of the color palette, but the map looks nice and big, and the character's cute. The gameplay looks smooth and well done. More so than a lot of Metroidvania. So those are some of the... I guess maybe it doesn't have RPG elements. I don't know. Oh, he's got a plushie, dude. I want that. What are all these? Rune Fencer Ilya. This is like the game I wanted to mention in this video. That game is one of the reasons why I'm not buying Nobody Saves the World, even though I want to. I'm gonna wait till that game's a little cheaper. Just for, I don't really know why. Probably would have liked that game more than Gensokyo Night Festival, but it's okay. Sometimes it's fun to be wrong, I guess. When you're not that wrong, you know what I mean? Like, I know the right choice was to not get Gensokyo Night Festival and not get, like, Arietta of Spirits, and then get Nobody Saves the World instead, but it was one of those times where I just kind of wanted to be weird, you know? But Hatchwell, this is like a really solid looking Zelda sort of game. And the price is pretty decent for a new game. Only $8.49 for something that basically just came out, so. And it didn't sell much, but everyone who bought it so far liked it, so. It also has 3 weapon slots, which I like to see. Somebody's listening to me out there. And then again, we got another game that's probably overpriced at $7. But it looks like a pretty simple version of a Zelda game again. Not the greatest art, but for a newer game, decent price. Can't complain. I probably got a little bit redundant with these Zelda games, but it's okay. Because by the time some of these new games come out, I won't even be done with a lot of these, so it's not that big of a deal. And then, is that pretty much it? Yeah, I think that's everything we got in our second roundup. Was gonna get Nobody Saves the World, but I need to get Framemakers. I'm skipping DNF Duel because that's not the type of fighting game I want. I want basically a game that's like DNF Duel, except requires extremely advanced technical input. That would be the exact game I would go for. So they did absolutely everything right, except they kept it low skill ceiling, and that's not what I like. It doesn't interest me to play games like that. I could just play, because then I could just play any fighting game and mash buttons, you know, learn combos that don't even require technical execution. So I don't like a lot of fighting games, the direction they're going in. Guilty Gear Strive, even as good as it is, was on that line, you know. If it didn't have Roman cancels and didn't have some of its like half circle inputs, I probably wouldn't have got it, honestly, even though it's Guilty Gear, you know. It's like, if you're into fighting games, kind of weird not to have that one, right? But so it was a big Metroidvania and Zelda style game haul, pretty much on the whole for the whole. And now if there was some other games that if I had more money, I would get Tales of Arise. I would get pretty much all those weird Metroidvanias like Lost Wish and like Heroine Anthem and Frontier Hunter, Ezra's whatever her name is. I'd get some of those weirder Metroid 3000th Duel, Worlds Apart. I would get all these like different Metroidvanias that are pricier. Tales of Arise would be an action RPG, kind of like the old Tales games, or like Genshin Impact a little bit. For you new school kids. Um, so pretty happy with this. For how much I spent though, I don't really think I could have done much better for myself. Maybe getting something like Blade Assault or Neon Abyss. Some of those action roguelike games, or like Undermine, something that could eat up a lot of time if I get addicted to it. One of those games might have been a better choice, but for me this is like a very personalized list just for my weird weeby tastes. So I'm pretty happy with this. Just enough variety and just enough like difference between like getting games for aesthetics and getting games for weebiness and cheapness and getting games for like raw personal taste. Like Symphony of the Night is a big game for me, so getting something that's like that, getting like an action RPG. This one I got for like those Gungeon vibes where it's like a really hard top down game, I guess. I know it's not an action. I don't think this is an action roguelite, but yeah, I didn't think it was, but it's got those vibes of that like top down action indie games that we've been having a lot in the last 10 years, I would say. So yeah, we'll do other videos like this, but not very often. It'll probably be like this Christmas or something, or maybe in the fall if there's a fall sale. We'll do little videos like this where I talk about a lot of new games that I got and the ones that I want and stuff. Uh, so yeah, I think I hit all the games. Not seeing anything that I missed really. Trying to think what other games I would have wanted. I'd really have to go through the crazy 900 long or like 700 games that are on fucking sale, so I'm not going to do that. Let's just say there's a good other 30 games that I still want that are circulating around and then have been for a while. But I think I did a good job of getting like all the things I was craving, at least. Like things that I know I'm going to play. Even if I'm busy with other games and other things, like I'll find time to play these games, you know. That was kind of the end all be all reason to why I picked some of these. But so I just wanted to rant a little bit before I start up Haiku the Robot, which is a cool name. I also think it's cool how Biota and Haiku the Robot both have that like limited color palette look going for them, so it's kind of fun to get both of those. I feel like there should be some other games that are like popping in my head, but I think the reason I can't think of them is because I just looked at Rune Fencer Elia, I think that's called, and it just looks like a sick Metroidvania, like completely up my alley. Was that on this page? They had a link to it on one of these pages. Maybe not. I don't even know where I seen that, whatever. Actually, I should be able to find that. Where was that? Had to have been on Haiku the Robot, right? So I don't think these games here are made by the same people. Yeah. So it must be like some Metroidvania indie developers are all advertising each other, so that's nice. I mean, they show little bits of this gameplay and it looks good, but they haven't showed like very completed worlds though. See, like, this is very nice art, but it's kind of a dry, flat level, you know what I mean? So that makes me think, not that the ending game is going to be like that, but more like some areas they're just like, are incomplete and they're just like testing the gameplay and then they're going to fix up the areas and stuff. That was the one thing I noticed about it. But it's got that sort of Momodora, New Age Metroidvania vibes where you fight the boss and the magic Dark Souls gates come up on the outside of the battlefield. And I'm not sure which game did that first, but it's like a new thing. Toho Luna Nights has that too. So you could tell they're like, and it's also got like badges and or some sort, material-ass looking equips. So that's pretty cool. But just the, let's see if there's actually loads. The combat looks nice, and that's one of the bigger reasons I got this game. You can see like the weapon variety, the rolling. That looked like a perfect shield or something like that. Magic, I guess. I don't even know it had that. You're switching between arrows and weapons. Look like the bosses almost look like Hollow Knight-esque levels of crazy movement and stuff. Oh, that world does look pretty big, bro. Holy shit. I didn't actually watch this trailer yet. I thought the girl her art looks a little different. It doesn't look bad. It almost looks like it could be bad, and then you take a second look at it, and it's like, oh, it's cute because even though she's a small little pixel character on the screen, you can see her eyes are big, and she's got like little determined looks on her face and stuff. I don't know. It makes a big difference. You don't see that type of art. Oh, there's time freezing in this? Okay. Look at like some of these enemies. They look pretty cool. Oh, you can bounce on top of enemies and parkour or platform. Got the classic death wheel. Everybody loves those. Oh, her picture there doesn't look like quite as how I thought she would. She still looks like a cute-ass, like, waifu material, though. Looks a little different than I thought she would. Also, we got blocks. Oh, we got upward blocks. We got ceiling running. Smooth rolling. So you can, like, ride up walls. I don't know what that was. Looks just like, you know what I mean? It's like Soldiers. When you looked at Soldiers. Well, I have some problem with Soldiers, but on the whole, like, Soldiers, when that game's $10, and if you never played it before, that's like an easy $10, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell it's a solid game. It's not going to disappoint you. This picture of her looks a little, I like how she looks kind of badass in that one. But anyways, that's just, for example, like, one of the big games that I'm saving money for. Like, I could go crazy and spend another couple $100 and pay it back, but I just want to make sure 100% that I can get some of these new games coming out. And Framemakers is probably going to be another $20, $30 drop in the bucket, maybe even $40. I would guess 30. But so there's just some other good games coming out, and there's more of them too. Hollow Knight, Silksong might come out this year. Who knows? But, so I just wanted to, sorry, I just ate a bunch of food. So I've been thinking a lot about crap in life and just like random people on Halo or some shit will just like say some creepy ass shit when I'm not in the mood to hear it. And it's just been making me think about a lot of these people. It just seems like these are the type of people you have on the planet. You have, like, people who come off as haters, but they're really just extremely afraid of life, so they come off as haters. You got people who come off as lovers, and then they end up being some of the most evil people who are betrayers and liars. You got people who want to have these really deep, loving relationships like me, but whether it's our own shyness, or it's the lack of the right people to connect with, or it's the fact that whenever we try to connect with people, they fart at us, or, you know, these like weird-ass situations just keep happening to you, and it's like, it puts me closer to the category of the afraid haters and sad people than it does where I think I should actually belong, which it would be like a very determined, loyal partner, you know what I mean? That's who I feel like I am, but I just feel like I can't be that in this planet without the right partners, and it doesn't seem like I'm going to get that, you know what I mean? Anyways, I just thought I would rant about some of that stuff because it's kind of been circling through my head a lot. And then on top of that, I was just scrolling right before I turned on this video. I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts, and I was only doing it for like literally like 10 seconds, like 20 seconds, and I get this dumbass video I accidentally watched too much of for like 20 seconds, where this guy's like talking about this dumbass Bible verse where it's like, soon the time is coming, and it's like seems like a well put together guy. That's why I was tricked into watching the video. Seems like he's a good YouTuber. And then I listened to it for a little bit, and he's like saying this Bible verse is gonna happen where the world is cleansed and all your loved ones will be sent through hell, and God will rid the planet of death and pain, and the world will be without water or some shit, and the world will burn over. He's showing like videos of the world scorching, and I'm just like cringing the whole time. After like the first 5 seconds, I can't even turn off the video because I couldn't believe how cringy it was. That's literally why I couldn't turn off the video. And then at the end of it, he's like, your loved ones will burn in hell. I'm like, what the fuck? So who's the people who get to live forever, genius? Yeah, I'll believe that shit when I see it. Why would I change my vision of reality and waste time thinking that some crazy event is going to happen like that without any proof? Nothing that has ever happened in the Bible has really affected the planet, you know what I mean? Why would I worry about that? Just the garbage. And it's just the fact that it's like these fucking idiots want to believe so bad that they are the good ones the Bible is talking about, and everyone else is the ones who are doomed to hell. You're Satan, you're getting sent to the fiery abyss, blah, 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 blah. It's like, I don't want to see that. I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts just to look for a quick laugh or something, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. You gotta try to change my whole view on the world with your dumbass Bible prophecies that will never come true. The only part of that might come true is we're all gonna fucking burn in a fucking fire, you know what I mean? And even that, like, why the fuck would I want to think about that, you know what I mean? I got one life. I don't want to spend my life worrying about your dumbass Bible prophecies. Think how many people fucking spent their entire fucking lives worrying about Bible prophecies and like worrying about what's all going to happen to us and blah, 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 blah. And then they just end up dying of something like a normal person. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, buddy, thanks for wasting that 20 seconds of my time. And then that like 10 minutes afterwards where that dumbass vision that you put out there is stuck in my head. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you. Useless garbage. I'm sorry. I don't like trash talking people's work sometimes, but it's weird the messages that these people put out there. And like I said, a couple hours ago, or no, like 8 hours ago when I was playing a little bit of Halo and I was beating some douchebags, I'm not even going to say what they said because it was disgusting, and it was evil. But they said some like creepy ass shit because I was beating them. Wasn't teabagging, wasn't trash talking, nothing. I was just beating them in a normal match. And these like weird, sad 30-year-old fucking losers say some dumbass shit that just like threw off my whole vibe. After that, I'd shut off the game. I was like, nah. Nah, I can have better experiences with my life without playing with these fucking idiots, you know? Anyways, I just had to rant about that shit because it's just annoying. I'm trying to do these fun things with my life and have a good time making my channel. I don't need this shit getting in my way, even 1%, you know? It's fucking annoying. The fact that I can't even have the audio chat on for a video game because I might get attacked by fucking weirdos. I can't even scroll through YouTube shorts because some weird fucks are trying to tell me that the calamity of all calamities is coming for us soon. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, these people don't live in fucking reality, man. They're, like, you think you're afraid of life and death and the scary things that can happen to us, but these people are not just afraid, but they're so afraid that they're out here controlled by evil and Satan and sin and sadness, and they're fucking out here, like, trying to ruin other people's lives, basically. Trying to attack you in some sort of way. It's fucking weird, bro. I don't even want that as part of my videos, but the fact that I have to deal with that at fucking 5 a.m. is when I'm barely exposing myself to these people is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Fucking, the more I deal with these people, it's like they're pushing me and I'm pushing me and pushing me. And there's one of these days I'm just going to be like, no, I'm never interacting with anyone outside of myself again. Like, that's where I'm getting, you know what I mean? Not only are we all not going to live forever and God's not going to come down and save us from death, quit fucking trying to get our hopes up on bullshit. Not only is that true, but I don't need my time wasted and I don't need my peace of mind attacked for no reason because I'm better than somebody at a video game. I'm like going easy on people in these video games. Like, I'm literally like sitting back 10 feet away from my gaming monitor, not even trying in Halo matches. And I'm still getting attacked by these fucking weirdos for beating them. It's like, I don't know how to tell you, man. I was literally playing as easy as I possibly could have against you. Going easy on you. Relax. It's crazy. I would never say some of that evil shit that these people say. The images they try to conjure up in your mind are so fucking creepy. It's fucking stupid. They try to, like, dissect your personality based on the fact that you're better than them at a video game. And you didn't even do anything to them, and they're doing all that. Like, it's fucking weird. And it didn't just happen that one time. I literally played Halo for like 30 minutes and it happened multiple times, so. I'm not even going to tell you what the fucking weird shit they said. It's not worth it. But anyways, that's sort of some of the stuff I wanted to rant about. I don't know what to do about it. I like playing Halo. I like chatting with people once in a while. It puts me at risk of this bullshit. I like going through YouTube shorts, but it puts me at risk of this fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of my head with your dumbass fears and your fake worries. I don't need to worry about fake shit. It's just, it's such a stupid, you know, I got other things to worry about. I got a family to care about. I got my life I want to live. I got, you know what I mean? I don't need that shit as even 1% of my life. There's evil people out there attacking people, cheating on people, lying to people. Real problems to help people with. There's real things we can do to help each other and to create fun experiences for each other. Why, you know what I mean? I can't understand what is wrong with these people's fucking brains, dude. Just doesn't make no sense. Like, the places they go with their brains is not what the human race needs. It's crazy. Thing with a lot of these fearmonger fucking people is they're not even talking about real experiences. It's always something that could happen to you. They try to scare you with something that could happen to you, or they try to make you feel bad off of a prediction they have about you. You know what I mean? They can never pick apart real situations. And why would you ever use something that actually happened that was scary to hurt new people? You know what I mean? Like, that already was, you know. So it just doesn't make sense, like, what their goal is. There's no goal in mind. They're just, it's like they're living automatons, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying my best my entire life to not be an automaton and to actually be a human being with love and somebody who cares so much about his dreams and the people he loved in his life and the people who wronged him, to even care about them, to care about myself, to keep myself healthy, all these important things that I believe everyone should care about. And then you just have these other people that are just like the opposite, the complete opposite, you know? I don't need to see that for contrast anymore. I've seen enough of that garbage. I don't want it as part of my life. It's annoying. Like I said, if I had the right partner in life, it would be so much easier just to live in a little world with them instead of looking out at these other people and associating with them at all. You know what I mean? Oh, another game I wanted for the channel though was on a lighter note. Was Curse Crackers, which is made by the guys who made Prodigal, and it's like an action adventure side scroller, or I guess 2D. It's a platformer. It's a platformer. I'll just say that. I don't know. You could use a billion words to describe these games, but anyways, we're gonna check out some Haiku the Robot, and that's pretty much it. I'll chat about the beginning like 10-15 minutes, and then I'm gonna shut off the mic and head out. That's another thing, like dealing with all these people, I'm realizing has taken a large portion of my patience and my energy that I need to reestablish connection with, you know what I mean? I need to establish connection with the determined side of me that is set to make his dreams happen, is set on the journey that I always believed in, the journey of love, romance, creativity, doing crazy things with my life while I can that is fun and explorative. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't need anything else. I don't need all that other garbage. So that's kind of what I've been thinking about to rally myself back in. And, if that means I'm not going to make as many commentaries for the next few months, that's fine. I'll make a commentary about new stuff when I can, when I got the energy for it. But I'm going to take a lot of time to do yoga and to just chill out and play games silently, to work on my video game design ideas. That's about it. I'm cutting back to the basics, you know what I mean? So anyways, that's sort of the plan to deal with a lot of the crap that I've been going through. It just seems like dealing with humans in general just never can live up to what it should be, you know what I mean? Like there's a little kid in all of us that believes that our interaction with others are so important, and they like mean more than like anything. And then when you keep interacting with people, I don't care if it's your favorite parent or it's your fucking a great conversation you have about your past with somebody, or you're sharing traumatic things. You and a friend are sharing some traumatic things you're going through, and it's helping, or it's just like nice to talk about it with somebody and have somebody relate to you. And these things are great, no, but they're never really anything compared to what a true love would be, you know what I mean? I've felt fragments of what true love should be before. And when I just keep going through my life and nobody can show me that anymore, it makes me not want to deal directly with people. I'm not talking about like anybody, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's just kind of some stuff I've been going through, and it's been annoying me, to be honest. Because I don't know what to do about it. Sick of just getting pushed over by the world, honestly. Like, I'm going to stand here for the rest of my life and fight for love no matter what. Because that's what I want. I want some sort of amazing relationships. What relationship? I don't care. Some sort of crazy adventure and love. That's all I want. You know what I mean? I don't want any of this other garbage. It just seems like certain people who should have your back just are like the creepiest fucks and like secretly have it out for you and don't want you to be happy, and they want you to feel bad about yourself. You know what I mean? And it just, they give me too many warning signs. You know what I mean? I don't know what they're trying to do. Are they trying to make me be okay with the fact that they're going to pass away one day? Are they trying to make me second guess my life? Are they trying to make me feel like I'm the annoying one to them and everyone else isn't annoying and I deserve their worst form of their attention? I don't know. It's just fucking weird, you know what I mean? Like, why is that always my experience when I'm not giving that out to other people, you know what I mean? I do my best to work for the family, to help people, to clean up after people, to help around the house. And it don't ever feel like the stuff I do, the energy I put out comes back to me, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm gonna have a good time playing Haiku the Robot. Fuck all that shit. 2.3 gigabytes, my bad. We're gonna have to uninstall this baby for a sec. Stop our upload here. This will download pretty quick. Oh, that's nothing. It's one of those expando files where it just like blows the hell up when you unpack it, install it. Like, I'm at the point where I just feel like I would relate to, like, teenagers more than I do anyone else, you know? Because teenagers, for the most part, aren't, like, deathly afraid, sad 30-year-olds. They aren't fart-sniffing fucking 50-year-olds. They aren't fucking dumbass drug heads. They aren't money grubbers. They aren't... even like little kids I would relate more to. I don't know, bro. That's the thing. Life is giving me this problem, but I can tell there's not an answer to it. You know? And that's the hard part about it. Is that it's giving me such a strong vibe that there's a problem with all these people. But the more I think about it, the more there is for sure not an answer, you know? And I could think my entire life away. It's like the fact that there's so many fucking idiots on this planet and fearful, evil people is the reason why I'm getting spiritually attacked, basically, by the world. Whatever. I'm gonna find a way through it. I've dealt with hard stuff before. I can do this. Just thought I'd talk about some of that weird shit because... life is fucking jamming it down my throat as hard as it possibly can. It's ridiculous. For a guy who barely interacts with other people, it is jamming this garbage down my throat. What can you do? Sometimes it feels like my only option is to, like, stay in my room like a monk and, like, keep to myself for a couple years even. Work on all my crazy little dreams and get much stronger as an individual. And then go out there and find a partner who loves me and just stick with them for the rest of my life. Like, I know that's kind of selfish. But for whatever reason... well, I want to change that. Why can't I change that? For whatever reason, that's my option, I guess. I don't want to be that petty, like that I need all that for my life to be complete, but... The way these people are stacking up, man. We got a dash. Where the hell should this go? How do I get over there? Jesus. Like, wasn't letting me over there. So I got some perfect keyboard remapping. It would be nice if they had one of those things that lets you set them all at the same time, but looks like that perfect keyboard remapping on this game. Oh yeah. I'm gonna start up that YouTube upload quick. And the menus have like, or the like, the main menu has like, tells you what controls you need to press, so like, you're not wondering. A lot of games that use Z and X don't fucking tell you what button to press, and then you have to press all these buttons on the keyboard to find it. So those little quality of life things, all done properly in these types of games, that pushes it over the edge, I feel like. Makes the experience that much easier and funner. Less of a pain in the ass. Apocalypse is the eye of a needle through which we pass into another world, or to say different world. I'm not sure what that said. That's pretty cool. That's kind of what we were talking about before. Nice controllable jump. Got a cool sword. When they got a cool weapon like that, you don't even mind that it's like just a little circle robot, you know? Looks a little blurry when he jumps around when he's moving. Almost like there's like camera shake. That kind of makes his pixels look blurry. I don't know if that looks that good. Not a problem, but just an interesting little thing. Classic beginning of the game tutorial. Holy shit. Or you can like overheat with the dashing. That's pretty cool. This is an enemy of some kind. So you really, really, really don't want to overheat. When I got hit there, it kind of didn't feel like I got hit, you know, like... Oh, I might have wanted to jump across that, bro. Like, I got hit there, but it didn't really... The impact wasn't there, you know? I don't want to get hit again just to see. It's a cool little animation. I just feel like... You almost don't even know... Wouldn't notice it very well in the heat of battle. Like, the noise is, like, very soft. I guess. We press down to save instead of up. Don't see that very often. When you hit an enemy, it like knocks you back a little bit. Kind of feels nice. Feels like there's some actual weight to your attack. Got our first little secret. We're collecting gears and stuff. Mechanics all feel pretty nice. The blurry pixels when he's moving doesn't seem as noticeable when I'm not in like a tight little corridor, so that's okay. Here's like the area where... Oh shit. Well, that sucks. This is like the area where it shows you where like you need a double jump or like a wall jump or something. A lot of Metroidvanias do that right away. I think that's like mostly a nod to like Metroid. Like Zero Mission and shit. Seems like a really good game for keyboard or custom controllers. The sliding does feel kind of badass though. Like it's really fast. And there's like a overheat gauge, stamina gauge. You can't do it in the air yet. And you gotta be careful holding forward when you attack. Especially on keyboard because you can't like... It's not like a controller where you can hold a little bit forward. My guess is you can walk slow and... Let me see if... I'm gonna grab my controller and see if it works. Oh wait, never mind. It's not plugged in. That's okay. It seems like... If you were attacking something in this game and you were holding slightly forward with the controller, that's what you would do so that you don't run into them. So you don't run into them and get hurt. But on a mouse, on a keyboard, or we got these like scrap enemies. That's pretty cool. On a keyboard or a custom controller, the noise of the sword is pretty cool. I feel like it could be... It's kind of the same as the getting hit noise. It's like so light and soft that it doesn't feel like there's any weight behind your move because of it. So it could probably be a little stronger of a noise. Like a similar noise. Kind of sounds twangy almost. Like it's ringing. Sounds cool. Well, how does this heal? So it'll kind of heal like Hollow Knight a little bit. That's pretty cool. It's gonna be like a secret over here, right? Nothing. Healing's pretty slow, but it takes stamina. Do you get wait, do you get gears for healing? Or was that taking my gears? See, it's real easy to push into the enemies if you're just holding forward on the keyboard. See, it looks like I'll get hit like every time, basically. Yeah, this takes my gears. I don't want to do this. So that kind of sucks, but it's part of the game. I can't remap the talking button. Start doesn't work. Yeah. That's a little bit of a problem, but that's more for people like me who use custom controllers than it is people who use a keyboard. So the healing basically takes your currency in this game if you want extra heals in between the save points, I guess. Oh shit, but you can just kill enemies for more of that. So that's cool. And you can't pick these up. They're just going away forever. I think you could slide through enemies, maybe? I thought the roll would do that, not the slide. The movement and jumping feel really good, though. So you just gotta be careful on keyboard. You just like, instead of like holding forward at enemies, you just tap a little bit. And that'll keep you in range to keep attacking, I guess. I'm assuming it might even be easier on controller as well. Animation on the attacking looks really good. I don't know if this is supposed to be a Souls-like at all. These like gear secrets are satisfying. Can't crouch or anything. For desperate, oh, look how high that gear bounced. Don't worry, guys. You never have to die ever. Take it from the random douche on YouTube. Just never. And also, your family's going to hell and they're gonna burn. Like, who the fuck says that to somebody? And the video had like a lot of likes too. Do I know where this keys go? It's also like kind of easy to trade with things. It seems like. Like, you think your slice is just gonna kill them, but like, they're a little bit too close, and then you trade. Just some little quirks with the combat, I guess. Kind of a, like, no story start to the game. We'll see if I'm okay with that. Most Metroidvania's got a lot of, like, chunky story in the beginning. Oh yeah, that's the key. I knew I saw something. Don't compress me. Don't want to get that gunky oil dropping on you. Who's this man? So maybe this lets you collect more gears or something when you use it as a save point. I'm not sure what that's doing. So we got our first little NPC. What's this? I'm gonna try to avoid this for now. Ooh, that was lucky. Ah! Those tires are surprisingly pesky. It's like these bolts. Oh, it almost happened again. You could do like the turnaround slice in this game, so that's nice. I got no map in this place. Uh-oh. Is that a sexy lady robot? I don't know if we can buy a bunch of these, maybe just one. Yeah, this one. Sonette. She'd be looking pretty fine for an armless babe. It looks like she has like floating hands or something that are on the back of the bench. That's just part of the bench. It's on her back. She has like a eggplant. Big black eggplant. Or brown eggplant. I don't know what's going on there. Is that the part of the train? Kind of would be nice to have a map. Need wall jumping here. Why is it white now? Okay, I was like, what's going on? It's not how you spell tire. So they actually uncover maps with secrets. That's Not something you see often. Or at least you can. I don't know if that girl would have. Her map thing might be useful, actually. Picking up the gears almost sounds like picking up bananas in Donkey Kong or something. It's kind of cool how, like, when you slice the wall, as you're going down, it kind of like slows you down almost. Actually, it does. It's just kind of cool. Unique little touch that you don't see in many games. So we're trying to build up our money in case we need it. We're probably supposed to dash through that guy. The self-healing thing is pretty cool. Probably gotta go this way and do a key thing. Alright, I figured there would be a save point around here. Because there was only one, like, back in the beginning. So we'll get a couple more save points, or maybe just one more, and then I'll go play something else. Fuck. I think I'm supposed to be dashing through one of those guys and not trying to challenge them all the way. Not sure how good this dash is yet because I haven't used it. It didn't work. That time it did work. Why didn't it work that one time? I must have been like just off. Looks like attacking enemies might... Yeah, attacking enemies lowers your overheat thing, which is cool. I was going to say earlier that I hope that was a feature. So it does look like it wants you to dash through some of these bad guys. So we got some lower paths. We have this up. I'm gonna go check out those lower paths, I think, if I can. We'll probably be able to do like more dashes later, or longer dashes or something. Well, we know what we're gonna need there. Some sort of Viera suit, like overheating coolant. We got a dark room here. So they're showing us some of the different like biomes and area effects that we got to be afraid of. Can't even go in this room yet. Well, it's not quite what I was expecting from this game, but so far it's pretty fun. I really didn't watch much of the preview footage of this game, though. I mostly just saw this cool sword and like some of the boss fights, little snippets of the boss fights. Alright, we're going up here, which is where we have to go. Probably should go back and save. But we're gonna YOLO. The self-healing thing is really a nice touch. See, that's what I'm talking about, like... You trade in this game when in most Metroidvanias you wouldn't trade. Fuck, a boss. This isn't good. Maybe it'd be better to die here. I already know how to beat him now. Well, I should have known how to do... I should have known without even making a mistake, though, honestly. Kind of pathetic. So you really want to get some attacks off so you can lower your stamina. I pressed it, but I was like late, so it didn't work. Yo, did I just lose a shit ton of gears? I need to know, because I'm mad if I did. Big mad. That fucking bolt is a bitch. Oh, from the behind. Destroys them. Yo, I swear I lost some bolts, man. Or some wrenches. Some gears. Did I lose all my map progress? No. That's nice, at least. I should have checked how much I had. I was gonna win that fight, I didn't really choke, I just kind of gave up for a second, I don't know why. I could have healed too if I wanted to. I don't know what happened there, that was just my bad. Alright, we're about to beat this now. Unless there's some sort of crazy second cycle of them. Uh-oh. There's a second cycle. Yo, he's moving really annoying right now. He's like hovering above me like an asshole. Oh, these hitboxes are punishing, man. Well, how do you let that happen? He's about to go down. Alright. At least he didn't die again. That second cycle did throw me off. That was a pretty well done second cycle. I like that little boss. I like the like moody atmosphere of the game, but I feel like some of the sounds and the music could be more present sometimes, like during that boss fight, for example. The like almost silent music in the background like doesn't really fit a boss fight, I think. All of my problems so far with this game are all like very nitpicky. These aren't big gripes or anything. Just some stuff that maybe I think could have been done a little different. So we got some... This is normal wall jump. Wall climb and wall jump. So now we have a bunch of stuff actually to look through already. And that will be next time. We'll probably just be looking around the entire map for shit. If I check hard enough, we might be able to find the map for this place. Oh, now I can... float down the side of the wall even slower. You can, like, it's weird, like, sometimes you, like, stay connected, and then other times you, like, pop yourself off. I don't know. This platform has, like, a little bit of movement to it. That's a nice touch. Yeah, I figured there'd be a save point. That was a pretty fast save point from the last save point, though. Almost a little excessive. So that's our first episode of Haiku the Robot. A little simple on the attacking side of the action, but the dashing and the rolling that's in there in the future and the bombs and stuff, all that stuff might make it a little bit more substantial. Just the normal sword swipe. The sword is really cool, but I almost like want some special powers with it, you know. Maybe we'll get some of them, we'll see. Still happy with... It was a little bit of a pricier game, but it is new. And it's not disappointing me, I'll tell you that. It's a good game. I'm not quite as blown away as I thought I might be, but we'll see. It might pick up too. A lot of things done well on that game. So that was Haiku the Robot. Gonna take a little break. I'm gonna play some like Undungeon or whatever the hell that game's called. Udungeon? Udungeon? Udungeen? I don't know. Udungen. I'm going to play some of this and some other games, some Final Fantasy VII and stuff. And probably won't... The only commentary I'll do for the next few weeks is probably just going to be the Guilty Gear Strive one. And maybe if there's another game in here that blows me away, I'll talk about it too. We'll see. I have a feeling Archvale is going to surprise me how much I like it. Because it basically looks like Zelda mixed with Gungeon almost. Karan's Crypt might surprise me. It's got Prodigal to compare to, so it's going to have to be good. Also, it kind of looks like, it reminds me of Min of the Hollower, so my expectations are going to be probably too high for this game. The people who have played it, though, all love it. You don't usually see that 68 out of 68 reviews. So, only 2 items. I'm a sucker for 3. But it does have that 4x3 or like smaller screen vibe going too, though. So, maybe 2 special items fits that. I don't know. That's pretty much all we're doing for now. Thanks a bunch for tuning into the Steam Summer Sale videos 2022. You know, hopefully next year we can get another roundup of games. I don't know if it's going to be quite as crazy as this year or last year, but we're always, you know, going to be doing these Steam Summer Sale videos as long as we can. They're fun. Glad I started doing this on the channel. Gets me excited to play these indie games that sometimes I put off or decide not to get because I am quote-unquote too busy with other games, which I'm not. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Much love to you guys. I'll catch you guys down the road with some Guilty Gear Strive commentaries. And see you guys then. Peace out.